Alrighty, we're back, and we are about to work on the wrappings. This is my favorite. I love doing wrappings. They're so fun. Just to show, I think it's coming along pretty well. The AO, the ambient occlusion, is really amplifying the whole thing, bringing it together. Although I'm not a fan of what the AO is doing at the top here, but it's fine. It's like the highlight and the shading is like conflicting. I might have to go into the AO and just fix that myself. But all right, yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna work on the wrappings, layers locked, and all right. So I'm gonna just go with I'll probably go with like this brush right here with probably like this. Let's go and turn the AO off because it gives us a false result. We need to go ahead now and paint in, let's select our colors. Let's go ahead and I'm actually going to go with the highlight and I'm going to go with the dark shading color. I think, is that what I want to do? I don't think so. I think I'll go with like the highlight color and then go and bring in the shading underneath. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right. Remember what we do. We're going to go with the grain here, like so. Go with the grain with how it wants to go. Friggin' wrappings are so fun to do, man. Even that just by itself looks miles better than just leaving a solid color, you know? Kind of bring it on in. And I will need to, of course, go over here, but I'll be doing that myself later with some shading color. We're going to be bringing it back down in a minute. I just want to get that nice textury, paintery look. That's what I'm going for right now. I'm not worried about highlights, not worried about shading, not worried about any of that. Just want to get that textury, painterly look right now. And then I'll go in with some shading color in a bit. Just throw in some detail right there. Let's bring it back down to mid-tone because it's a little bit bright. Because we've been throwing a bunch of highlight in there. Now we're going to bring the mid-tone out. And that'll bring us closer to where we were originally, but we'll be retaining that painterly look that we're going for. Okay. And you notice I'm using this brush with this border width right here. And it's giving it a clothy kind of look, I would say. And that's what I'm going for sure. It's kind of a rockish cloth look, and I like that. It's nice and chunky. See right there? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Just going for the painterly look. That's all right now. Kind of like that right there. Now we will be touching up the highlight looking things in there. Like you remember what it looked like when the AO conflicts. So we'll get in there and we're gonna make it look good. I'm just not at that point yet. All right. So what I want to do now is I'm going to create a new layer and we'll call this dark. And I want to choose this color and I'm going to go in now, start throwing in. Honestly, I would even say, let's change this up a little bit. Let's throw in some burgundy color in there. Maybe some purple. This is called color theory. And I'm going to mix in something like this. Kind of like that. All right, let's go up here. I could lock the layer like I showed earlier. I honestly am about to. I'm going to lock the layer. Like so. I feel like some shading would be right here. Around there. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start sampling colors. So we're going to pick this color right here we're basically sampling the new midtone. So we're going to mix these colors together like this. And we want to kind of bring them in a little bit like so. Like that. All right. All right, you gotta do the same on this side because I totally freaking neglected to do this. Although I do think I do think some highlights could go in here. So I'll leave that. And you see where this placement, you can see where this is at an angle. This would be really dark under here. So it would be like that. All right. let's start the sampling process here. We'll do it in just a second. Wait till we get in to do the highlights. That's going to be fun. We haven't even started highlights. We're just doing some quick shading right now to throw some colors in there and get that painterly look. I'm just sampling colors to mix them together. So eyedrop, choose the color, paint in, to mix. That's what we're doing. Don't even ask what 3D Coat was doing just then. It acts bizarre sometimes. Alright. It's pretty good. Maybe like bring this in a little bit. Like out a little bit, I mean. Alright, so we got some nice highlights. Got some cool shading in there, nice neutral mid-tone. Now let's go for a warm kind of like highlight. So I'm gonna say like more of a peachy kind of color, like this. Let's do a new layer. And let's we need to turn the layer down. Let's change, let's see what happens with like, not screen. Linear dodge is nice, I would say, like something like that. And then and just let's kind of bring it all out like so. God, I love doing straps. I do. I have to admit. Just kind of fade this out a little bit. like so. Find myself tilting my head sometimes to get those angles, huh? Oh, yeah, I haven't even started up here. It's fine. All right. Finishing up this highlight. We're going to do several highlight passes, though, I have to admit. And we still need to do some, like, cuts and scrapes and dents and all sorts of fun stuff. So we'll get to there. Do you guys like to see what it looks like with AO? Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is only a little bit of detail so far. But it's getting there. It's getting there, friends. Let's turn the AO back off. Let's keep painting. By the way, if you've made it this far, why don't you say something in chat or say something in the comments and say you made it this far. Put the timestamp. I want to know if anyone's even watching this. I don't know if anyone is. I hope people watch this. I hope people get something from painting like this. All right, last few straps here. And I don't think I'll do a highlight at the top. I don't think, because that's where ambient occlusion is going to go, because it's right where that top axe piece is, but we'll see. All right, we're gonna do another pass now of highlight. We should name this highlight 1. We'll do highlight 2 now. We'll name this, we'll do color dodge again, and it's gonna be too bright, I imagine. Yep. So we'll go ahead and tone that down. I wonder if there is a place for screen is just not the thing. Let's go with linear dodge. All right. Okay. I'm going to see how this looks. And if it looks like crap, I'll just delete. Definitely throw that out right there. And all right. I'm going to erase it a little bit. It honestly kind of reminds me of bacon. It kind of looks like bacon a little bit. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's take a look. Okay, immediately I could tell something is missing. Like, immediately. The two pieces are just kind of floating. That's what I'm calling this, floating. There needs to be some sort of, like... It needs to ground the two together. I think the wrappings look fine. But you see how this has a grounded look to it, at least a little bit? That's what we're about to do. AO may kind of ground it a little bit. It does a little bit. Yeah, it does still look a little bit floaty. Yeah, we'll ground. Let's see. Let's ground these together. Edge. All right, and then go with a burgundy-ish color. This is looking pretty good. I would say that this is definitely helping it tremendously. A little bit bold. But yeah, that, look at how it's anchoring the mesh, the two together quite well. It's definitely anchoring them together. So we're going to do that up here too. Now let's kind of trim that edge a little bit and then go in this one too. I'm just going to trim this up. All right. I'm kind of liking it a lot. The moment we turn this layer onto something like multiply, it's going to be multiplying both that color and the other color, and it will look weird, I think. Actually, That's not hitting it. It's okay. I don't think we need multiply. All right. See what it's doing? It looks so much better with those edge loops that I'm throwing in there. Because they just look like they're floating in place. They don't look anchored to the mesh. And this is doing wonders, I would say. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just painting. I think I'm gonna have to turn this down slightly, like that. That looks better. Well, well, we got to fix that highlight in there. Remember that polish phase I was talking about? That'll be us soon. I really like this. It's really coming together. See what it looks like with AO. you know, something you can do with ambient occlusion is you can turn this on color burn and then turn it down a little bit, because when I put this on color burn, it's going to look a little bit strong like that. But if we turn it down like that, I don't, sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. Like that up there doesn't look good, but down here looks okay. But for the sake of art style, art direction, consistency, I think I'll keep it on multiply. I need to work on this bottom piece. I need to add some scratches and dents, and we'll be done. There's still a whole polish phase, of course, but this is coming really nicely together. I actually want to, really quick, I want to throw this linear dodge up a little bit, like that, and then the other highlight, like that. I'm kind of feeling that, you know, after the fact, after I've already painted it, you know, because I can control that. I can turn it up, turn it down how I like. Yeah, this is looking good. All right, I'll be back soon.